Hey there, day one of the 40-day fast. We are fasting judgment, not passing judgment. Fast judgment, don't pass judgments. That's our motto. And we're learning how, and I read in Matthew today, Matthew, I believe 7 and 22 or 23, those chapters. And the Lord was just on the religious leaders because they were all about showy religiousness for their pride and their ego. And it was not of the heart. In the heart, he says to humble yourselves. And he's so much been speaking to me over and over about being humble. And if we're going to be speaking the heart of God, we got to have the heart of God. And ego makes hearing go. But humility causes you to hear and see. And that's what we need. We need to hear and to see. Ego's got to go. We got to humble ourselves before the Lord in these end times. We got to be precise. We can't be speaking judgment out of anger and hearing the wrong voice, because there's the time Jesus said when they wanted to cast fire down from heaven, no, you know not what spirit you're of. But there's other times we see Jesus warning about what's coming in the last days and the destruction of Jerusalem. So we need to be precise, and he wants his prophets to be precise. And I watched a video about Kim Clement, which really opened my eyes even today. God led me to. He said, go and watch Kim Clement. I watched one video, and then I watched another one, and this other one showed this man was pointing out how he repented in the last part of his life, about how he didn't like eschatology and the end times and judgment, and he was weak on that stuff, even mocking it, and the Lord dealt with him, and he changed. And he said, the Lord, break up the fallow ground in my heart and plant the seeds. Lord led him to Chuck Missler to teach him some things, and he was just like, wow, this is opening a whole new door. Kim Clement was a powerful prophet that had precision prophecies, but he said I'd gotten off. I was like a cripple in certain parts of myself. So that tells me, we all can miss it, and we need to humble ourselves. He admitted he was getting a little prideful, and he thought Israel's time had passed away, and we were the new Israel, but God showed him no. And so it began to open up a whole new thing to him, and he humbled. So God has shown me that we need to humble ourselves, but it's not always about humbling ourselves to be more loving. We see that extreme the other way, don't we? Where they think they're so loving that they don't want any kind of judgment or any hell, any kind of anything like that. They just want you to be able to go do what you want, have sex with whoever, do whatever. And we know that opens doors to demons. I've experienced it in my own life. I don't want to go back there. I can see I'm doing so much better. And so we humble ourselves to hear the Lord, get rid of the ego. And in both directions, we can be too angry and too judgment, like Jonah, like we talked about. He was mad at God because God didn't strike them dead. These kind of things. And this is what the Lord was showing me today. So yes, we are fasting judgment. God said, judge not lest ye be judged, with the same measure. And I told you that in another video. I want a little tiniest spoon, one of them little ice cream spoons, or even littler, to be judged by. But how many times in a day, I caught myself yesterday being judgmental over and over. And I'm like, wow, I got to fast tomorrow. And in fact, my friend pointed out, she said, you're starting that fast tomorrow. You better work on it now. I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize I was doing that. We need a little app that goes beep, beep, beep when it hears us, getting judgmental. We could train AI to do that, and AI would come in handy then, but they've got them trained to do a lot of, nonsense right now. The people training them, it all depends on the trainer, but that's a bunny trail. What I want you to know is watch what you're saying. That's so important for heart. Humble yourself. Put a guard over our mouths, Holy Spirit. And as we say things like that, we see what's coming up out of our heart. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And we want to get rid of that. As it comes up, say, go out of me. Devils of pride, leave me. And judgment, leave me. We only want to speak what the Holy Spirit is speaking. So there is something that we need to speak that's judgment. We know it's coming from the Lord and not us, and not our haughtiness, not our arrogance, not our anger. It's out of a place of love. We want to be the rescue team. We're like warning them what's coming because there's danger. And that's our heart. And that, I believe, is the heart of the Lord. He came not to judge, he said, but to save. But what does save mean? It means to deliver from demons, to heal, to make whole in every area of your life. That's our rescue mission. And that's what we're on, a rescue mission. And God is doing it. And I want you not to just spend this 40 days not just running out to go do good deeds. Maybe he'll lead you to do that. That's part of it. The ark, act because he wants you to be about those kind of things. Visiting the hungry. If you got a sandwich, visiting the prisoners. Giving food to the hungry, clothes to the naked. He says those are the things that love in you will do. And first, you must start to love yourself and see the treasure in you before you're going to see the treasure in others. I learned that from Kim Clement today too. And so you need to spend a little time with Jesus at his feet first. That's what this is about. Breaking up the fallow ground, getting our hearts ready. And as that begins to happen, your ears will open like Dumbo, and he will begin to lead you to the people, and you will make a difference in their life. And it won't be out of pride like I did this good deed. That could be a problem too. I love you guys. You're watching TIV TV, day 1 of our fast. And remember, we're fast judgment, don't pass judgment. Love you guys.